Welcome to DWBIADDA channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hi, welcome to DWBIADDA Angular tutorials. Now, the provider we have generated in the last tutorial, we will implement that provider to do some important functionality. Here, we will declare one variable. We will call it as an share variable. So, we will assign it some value. The share variable will be of type any, and we are assigning it a value which is a string, and just writing so that we come to know about that this value is time share variable. So this is the string we have assigned to the share variable. So what happens here? So this share variable is the part of this provider. So here we are writing a function get share variable. So this means that this function will return whatever value right now has been set within the provider. It will return its value. Here we will write return. So we will like denote this share variable with this dot notation. So this dot share variable is going to be returned from here, and its value will be returned from wheresoever this function is going to be called. So we will write another function in which we will set, or we will I can say that we will change the value of this share variable. So this function, I'm going to call this function as, so this set share variable function will receive some data from wheresoever this function is going to be called, and will pass that data to this dot share variable, and this dot share variable is the part of the provider which we have generated in last tutorial. So this data is going to be type any, like any string, number, anything we can pass and set within the share variable, and we are going to pass, we are going to write this dot share variable is equal to data. So say for example we are passing some other string to this share variable that will be automatically get set within this share variable. Like for example, if I write here that will be assigned, and whatever the data has been passed from wheresoever this function is going to be called will be set in this dot share variable. So get the share variable will pass that value then. So whatever the value has been set when we set the value through set share variable. I think if I do practically, that will be more easy to understand. So we have already like imported this service within this component, this home component. What we are going to do here, we are going to alert the value through the function get share variable, which has been declared within the first provider service. So here we are going to use f provider. F provider is the variable which is denoting to that service. As you can see, we have already imported that service, and this get share variable function will return the current value. I repeat, current value which has been set within the provider. So after this, the project has been compiled successfully. Now we go to the browser and check what's the value. So I will again just reload it. So it is written an ng in it. So it is on ng on it, it's alerting the value. So it is the home page, and you can see that I am share variable. So I am share variable is the variable which is defined within the service or provider, whatever you call. Now what we are going to do, we are going to change the value of that variable, and we are going to see that how that value is going to be changed, and wherever it is going to take effect. So back into the code, I'm going to change the value of that share variable through set share variable function, and this from the pointer f provider with which we have imported the service within this component. So here I'm saying this dot f provider, and we are going to use the function s provide set share variable data, and here we are going to pass one string as well with this function. So here we are pasting it, and we will remove unnecessary braces, the semicolon, and we are going to pass a string here. So I'm going to call this string that I am modified share variable. So this I am modified share variable is a modified string which we have just passed now, and then after this statement, after this line, we are going to alert it. Alert the variable means we are going to get the variable value again from the provider, and we'll see that how it is how it is taking effect is taking place. So here we are alerting now. We'll see in the browser how it is, how the effect is taking place. So we reload this project. So see, I am share variable and I am modified share variable. So the value of the uh, variable share variable has changed. So this is a very simple concept. What I'm trying to tell here is this, that when we go into another component, it is very important. When we go into the another component, right now we are in about component. We are going to import the service over here as well, and we are going to inject that service within this component within the constructor. So I'll write here public provider, then the keyword of the service, and I am going to alert that value here within the ng on init. So what is happening here is we have changed the value of that share variable, which is the part of a provider within the service, and we have changed the value of a variable inside another component, and we are going to get that variable value inside a different component in which we haven't even touched that value. So we will see that how the value of the provider, which has been changed through set share variable function within another component, will take its effect within a different component. So this means that the modified value is taking its effect taking place with the help of sharing the data between two components. So we can pass the data. That's very natural. So you see, I have just reloaded the project. So this is, and now we go to the browser and we click on about. I think we have not reloaded the project correctly. So we once again reload the project in the browser. It's compiled successfully. So we go into the browser once again. So you see I am share variable, and now we are on home component. That's true. And now we are on about component. You see, I have modified share variable. The value which we have changed within the home component has been changed within the about component as well, because the same provider has been shared between two components. So with this, with the help of this, we can do lot of different things. Like we have called a JSON API. So we are going to make some changes, and that changes should take effect in another component. So it is unless possibilities. So stay tuned for next tutorials. Thank you.